President Donald Trump's border czar, Tom Homan, is not happy about immigrants who know their rights.
Sanctuary cities are making it very difficult to arrest the criminals. For instance, Chicago, very well educated. They've been educated how to defy ICE, how to hide from ICE. And I've seen many pamphlets from many NGOs. Here's how you escape ICE from arresting you. Here's what you need to do. They call it know your rights. I call it how to escape arrest. There's a warrant for your arrest, and they tell you how to hide from ICE. No, don't open your door. Don't answer questions. Okay, you can call it you know your rights all you want, but there's an order for their removal. They've been ordered removed by a federal judge after due process at great taxpayer expense. They need to go. But if we got to play that cat and mouse game, that's what we're going to do to every one of them gone.
Oh, is the head of the American Gestapo sad? What's wrong? Are the migrants too smart for your fascy ass? Because fascists, that's what you are. And look, the immigrants, sorry, they do have rights, okay? Now, what he is referring to, by the way, of the Know Your Rights campaign, is something that Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson put out. He's encouraging citizens whose homes are visited by immigration agents not to open the door unless presented with a warrant signed by a judge. Remember, this is what they're actually supposed to do. They're supposed to present a warrant from a judge, which is just due process, okay? We are all guaranteed under the Constitution due process, whether or not you're here legally, okay? You want to talk about following the laws, right? Well, you know what? Your agency has not been. It's been violating people's Fourth Amendment rights against illegal search and seizure. And they plan on violating a lot more than that. In fact, one of the things that they are trying to get around is a 1982 Supreme Court ruling called Plyler v. Doe. Now, that states that it is unconstitutional to deny undocumented students the same opportunities to receive a U.S. education as citizens. As a result of that decision, school staff are not allowed to ask students or parents about their visa or immigration status. So Plyler v. Doe is making a lot of white supremacists pretty angry. Oh, they're not happy with it. All right, oh, we gotta undo Plyler v. Doe. We gotta make sure that these undocumented students, that these children can be, targeted by immigration. Okay, go right up into schools and arrest these children and drag them out in chains. That's what they want. That's what they want. Now, currently, of course, if ICE shows up at a school, which, by the way, Trump's recent executive order says they can do now, which they weren't able to do before. But if they do show up at a school and they want to arrest someone, they've got to show up with a judicial warrant signed by a judge. They can't just show up with an administrative warrant signed by an immigration officer, okay? Those warrants only authorize ICE agents to detain and arrest someone, okay? They do not authorize them to enter private property like school grounds. So if they do, then they are violating the law. But you can be sure, of course, that ICE does not care. They will violate the law anyway, okay? We're probably going to see a bunch of that. And how long before we see images of literal school children being hauled out in chains, in handcuffs for deportation, okay? First to be put into a private prison and then to be deported. That's what we're going to see, okay? That's what the ultimate goal of these fascists will be, to haul people out, haul literal children, okay, who did not come here, okay, of their free will, all right? They were brought along here with their families. Doesn't matter to them. Doesn't matter. These people, they're going to come after the children in the schools, okay? Our country is not a shining city on a hill. It is a prison camp. That's what it's becoming, all right, under the right wing. Now, there's one more thing. Homan actually went on to speak with Megyn Kelly, okay? And during their conversation, talked about something interesting. So Kelly actually brings up, why don't we just try to get the immigrants to self-deport? Now, that's something that we've talked about before during the first Trump administration. Republicans are like, well, why don't we just make conditions so bad that the immigrants will self-deport? Okay, but this time, Kelly brought up something interesting. She had asked, hey, why don't we get them to self-deport, not by making things horrible, but by giving them money? Quote, here's a big check waiting for you. Get out, get down there, and we'll work with the government to make sure these people get paid. I know it sounds outrageous. Is that crazy talk? Homan replied, actually, you know what? No, we're considering this. We're considering this idea, to pay people to self-deport. Wait a minute. I thought y'all were worried about the taxpayer expense of all these immigrants that are living here. They're taking the benefits. They're taking taxpayer money. Here, we're going to give you a giant taxpayer check to get out. Doesn't that seem kind of strange to you? To then promise to pay them to get them out? Oh, of course, I know that would be a lie if they ever offered that. They would never actually pay people, okay? No, they'd just be like, oh, you thought we were going to actually give you the money? Psych! You guys are stupid. No, we were never going to pay you. Now stay out, right? Gigantic lie. They would never, ever, ever see the money. But the whole idea of promising them that seems extremely hypocritical, okay? The whole premise, okay? Because on the one hand, they're saying, oh, these illegals, they're handouts, they're taking the taxpayer money, oh my God. Of course, it's not true. Immigrants actually pay more into taxes than they ever actually take out. But them offering those same immigrants that, on the one hand, they were blaming for taking out the taxpayer money, offering them taxpayer money to leave, super hypocritical. But it also shows you another thing. The fact that this was never really about the cost. This was never really about the law, as ICE loves to violate the law and the Constitution. No, it has only ever been about white supremacy. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.